Especially whenever I'm speaking at the place that brought me here. Way back in 1995, Methodist College, now Methodist University, brought Johnny Wilson to this town that I've been so amazed to see all of the growth and beauty of this city and the school. Every day I'm proud whenever I come on this campus to just look around and like, wow, a little bit of jealousy too, because it's like, man, that wasn't there when I was there. But it's all good. It is all good. Again, my name is Johnny Wilson, a graduate of here in 1999, and I'm the executive director of Fayetteville Urban Ministry. I came to Methodist, came to Fayetteville as what you call as a non-traditional student. I was a 23-year-old freshman and then a 26-year-old senior. I was blessed to have a heck of a journey, career, chapter here on Methodist turf. All of the guys, the teammates on my team call me Grandpa. For a lot of reasons. I stayed in the training room too. My knees were bad, go figure. And now today they don't bother me at all. But at any rate, moving on, in sticking to what is your calling, I want you all to really think about that and really press yourself about what is your calling. Just like the young man read here from Ephesians 4, humbly, gently think about what is your calling. I was really, really blessed. Some may call it, we were very much poverty stricken, a lack of resources, but I call it a huge blessing that my grandmother raised me. And when I tell you that this young lady gave a wealth of time and a friendship to many, many others, it's no secret that I followed suit. As whenever I was a kid, we went to the grocery store, down each aisle, and every aisle grandma would meet someone, talk to someone that she hadn't saw in a couple of weeks, and I'm just like, we went here to get 5 things. How are we here for 3 hours? Every single time. The laundromat, same thing. And as a kid, those things really, really bothered me. Was, disappointed, upset. But I never said anything to my grandma, ever. I just try to put Debbie snacks in the in the shopping cart, things like that. And she spent time with other folks that she needed to catch up with. So what happened a long time as I went on to high school and things like that, when it comes to being a friend, giving folks time and your energy, this is where I started to notice that I had a huge bone of my calling and me following suit of my grandmother. As Kelly mentioned, I used to be the quarterback at my high school. We had won 4 games. 4 games. The most Landrum High School had won in over 10 years. And we missed the playoffs by 1 game. 1 game. We lost that game 3-0, and my best friend dropped a bomb from me in that game. And I still blame it on him today when I talk to him. He robbed us of the playoffs. But moving on, I was blessed to be a very good athlete. And I played basketball as well. And we had a guy on the team, his name was JJ. And JJ was outstanding. He was more athletic than I was, could really jump, run fast and everything. Couldn't shoot as well as I could. But a much better athlete. So I don't know how it works now, but in that time, we would vote. The coach said, hey, write your name, write the name on a piece of paper who you select as the MVP of the team. And so, write the name on the paper and everything. And so the next day, coach pulls me out of class and he said, hey, Johnny, I need to talk to you a second. I'm like, yeah, what's up, coach? Coach Price was his name. And he said, He said, I need for you to understand that you are a true MVP of our team. But JJ received more votes. He got 8 votes and you got 7. And he said, I just want you to know I'm sorry about that. And I said, it's okay, coach. I voted for JJ. And he looked at me puzzled. He looked at me puzzled. And he said, okay, thank you. And he went on about his day. It was that point in time where I was cerebral enough to understand that it wasn't about me. It was about our purpose. It was about team. It was about unity. Because I felt that JJ was really a great, great player. I was blessed to get a little bit better and better, and thus, again, my journey was a little bit different from some folks that in the room, but I had a son. He was 2 years old at the time whenever we moved here to Fayetteville, and I attended Methodist College. And I still look back from those days to this front day, and it's no secret again, the calling. My grandmother, while I was in college, she was alive, and she made me promise that my sisters, who was a lot younger than I was, she said, Johnny, whenever I pass, I need for you to take over guardianship to your sisters. And so, folks, my prayers was, as her health was declining while I was here at Methodist, my prayers every night would be, dear Lord, protect my grandmother, make sure she stays safe until I get finished with college. Those are my prayers for 4 years that I was here on campus. After big games here, we would win or lose, etc. Most guys would be going out to, I'm not telling them, but they would go party a little bit. I had to take a quick shower and put on my Ruby Tuesdays outfit and go to Ruby Tuesdays on Scottsboro Road and do my waiting or bartending and such. So my journey was a little bit different because I had a son. I was in school, I had to work full time, I had to pay my own rent. But folks, whenever I walked across that stage in 1999, and now at this time my son was 5 years old and he was able to hood me getting my criminal justice degree, I can still remember that feeling today. There's no other feeling like it. I poured in so much time to my professors, to tutors, which I still remember her name, Susan, who was my tutor for my college algebra class. Every single day I spent up 1 hour with her, Monday through Friday. The guys would be playing open gym, 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock. I had to spend an hour with Susan from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. to get the greatest C plus ever, the greatest C plus ever in college algebra. And I thanked her, and she would always say to me, Johnny, you don't have to thank me. But I did. And it goes back to humility and being gentle and understand the calling. What I'm saying to you all of this little bit of story that I've given you, I didn't know it, but my calling has always been time. I've always been blessed and built and wound up to give folks my time. And that is why I can be your friend. That is why I can be your support. That is why I can be your loved one. And that's why you can see what talents I have or the treasures that I have is because of the time that I can give you. Because other than that, I don't know the greatest things that I do, but I do know the greatest thing that I can give. And that is my time to you for us to be better human beings in this world. So it's no secret that in 1999, I left straight from here and I said, hey, I'm gonna go over to Fayetteville Urban Ministry. I heard about this Find a Friend program. I wanna be a mentor. I wanna be a big brother to someone. They signed me up for it. After a couple of months, they said, hey, we got this position. We would love for you to be full-time in this position and work with the kids. Another year later, say, hey, we want you to be the director of this program, get it going, the Find a Friend program, etc. It's 2022, isn't it? I went there with my plan, but God had his own plan. 23 years later, I came here for Methodist, but God steered me into FUM Urban Ministry, where we have 4 amazing programs that outreach to the community, where we give our citizens our time. We have the Find a Friend program, which is my background, where we serve at-risk and court-involved kids. We have a Nehemiah project where we do house and home repair for our low-income homeowners that live within the city limits. We have an emergency assistance program where we do food, clothing, and limited financial assistance. And then we have an adult literacy and education center where we help folks improve their literacy skills, ESL classes, get their U.S. citizenship, just improve financial literacy, etc. So each year, I get to help. And I get the greatest staff, many of them have graduated from Methodist as well, get the greatest staff volunteers ever to serve with me at FUM Urban Ministry in giving folks our time, talent, and treasure to this community right here. 100% free of cost. This past year during the pandemic, we touched the lives of nearly 20,000 human beings through all of our programs and services. 100% free of cost. Every dollar that's donated to us, we're able to pour it right back in the community. 93 cents on each dollar goes right back into the community. That means I work with 16 other fantastic people that have their credentials, experience, etc. And only 7 cents is going toward administration. So they know in the application process and the interview process, hey, first question for Johnny is, or the first statement from Johnny is, hey, understand you're not gonna get rich doing this. But do understand your life is gonna be abundantly rich and blessed. We've got great, outstanding board of directors. Mr. Billy Buckner's on our board of directors. Dr. Fagan here has been a huge supporter to me throughout the years. Reverend Kelly Taylor, Kirby over there, so many folks in this room have helped build into Johnny Wilson's life, and FUM Urban Ministry works. So my calling to you and my ask to you, not as, I would say what's in your wallet, because we do need that, but I'm gonna stay off of that today. My calling to you and my ask to you is really focus and look within yourself and ask yourself, what is my calling? What can I give the most of me to make this thing rotate around in this world? Yeah. A lot of folks, I can say this to you in the greatest humble spirit, they are jealous of me because I get fired up every single day to go to my job. In 23 years, I've never, and say I got a board of directors, so I got to brag in front of you. In 23 years, I've never taken all of my vacation time. I've been blessed to stay healthy the whole time, not take sick days or anything like that. Maybe a mental health day every now and then, but never has taken my vacation time. But I do push and press my staff to make sure they take their days off all the way. I'm a bad example when it comes to that because I love what I do, because I'm called in what I'm doing. And so I challenge you all to look within yourself and ask yourself what that calling is. You can certainly come down. Our doors are always open. I'm gonna leave some annual reports for you, some magazines here that shows you all about our programs. Please come down, take a tour, 701 Whitfield Street. That's our main location, but across the street, we have our Manning Family Find a Friend Youth Enrichment Center that I'm so proud of that, and I'm still tired a little bit, I met with this whole city about building a brand new youth enrichment center for our kids. And everyone stepped up. And so folks, when this was constructed in 2018, before that final piece of brick was laid with mortar, we had the check to pay it in full. And so I stand right in front of you today for us as a nonprofit to be able to say that we own both of our properties and carry no debt. What a calling. So I thank you all so much for your time. I have cards, I have magazines. You can easily Google us, as Miss Kelly said, 330,000 hits. Wow, okay. Somebody must think we're somebody. Please go to our website, fayurbmin.org. It's that easy, FAYURBMIN.org. You can email me, Johnny Wilson at fayurbmin.org. And again, I have plenty of information over here that I'll leave, and you can pick it up, take it home with you, take it back to your rooms, and definitely peruse. God bless you all. Godspeed ahead. And y'all continue to make these A's.